Good day, Amherstburg. It's myself, Laura D'Alessandro.
And it's Ron Joffe from the Rivertown Times, back on the airwaves of 107.9 FM CKBG The Berg for the Rivertown Times Week in Review. Brought to you by the Hearing and Dizziness Clinic, located at 285 Sandwich Street South in Amherstburg, or also find us in LaSalle, Essex, and Windsor. For more information or to book an appointment, visit us online at youhear.ca, the Hearing and Dizziness Clinic.
You didn't wash away. Did you get a full night's sleep after all that stormy weather we had last night, Ron?
Yeah, I was up around 3 and heard the thunder and the lightning and just the rain hitting the roof. And it was quite the nasty storm that came through the area last night.
Weather like this makes me so glad that I have signed up for the town's emergency alert system. You go to bed and you think, I hope everything's going to be okay. But the peace of mind of knowing if something, if we need to take shelter or something big's rolling in, we'll all know about it. So I employ people, if you haven't signed up yet, be sure to sign up. Because I know my phone goes off. I get a text, an email, and a phone call. So there's no way of not knowing that something is going to happen. You have it too, right, Ron?
I do. I did sign up, yeah. And so I think we even got it at the office. So
yeah. So I really think it's a great idea. If you haven't signed up, be sure to do that. Turning our attention to the paper, Ontario Ministry of Long-Term Care were in town last week, and while they were here, they made a visit to the site of the new long-term care home here in Amherstburg.
Minister Natalia Kuzanova-Bashta was in town. She, it's hard to say she took a tour since the building's only 25% done.
You can see it from the road.
Exactly, pretty much. There was like a little area carved out for where the press event was, and you couldn't actually go up to the building itself. Obviously, it's still very much a construction site. But she was just checking up on that and giving an update up on the jobs that it's going to create and the level of investment and everything else that goes along to it. And I guess what they're saying is it's going to be mid-2027. That's the current timetable for when this Chateau Park long-term care home is going to be finished and occupied. They're moving in from Windsor. They're currently, I believe, on the west end of Windsor. I'm not exactly sure, but they're definitely in Windsor, and they're moving to Amherstburg. So the current timetable for that, as I said, is mid-2027. Again, obviously that could change depending on how construction goes. And so the minister was in checking on that, about talking about how the building was financed and giving credit to the Building Ontario Fund. And so that was quite the event last Wednesday afternoon. And so we got that's part of our front page of this week's issue of the Rivertown Times. It's also prominently featured on our website, www.rivertowntimes.com.
So people from the residency in Windsor are moving here.
Yeah, there's currently a 59-bed facility in Windsor. That's those 59 beds are moving to Amherstburg, plus 101 new beds.
Gotcha.
So the new building will be 160 beds in total.
Wow. So
it's another long-term care facility for the town. Of course, we have an aging population, so more facilities for our seniors, and we already have facilities in town doing great jobs for the seniors community, and now we're going to get another one.
Just asking for a friend, could you put your name on the list?
I probably... Well,
you said it,
this person probably could. I know what you're thinking.
I was thinking about Terrence. I don't know what you're thinking.
Yeah. No, Terrence is a young lad. He doesn't have to worry about that. But
are people able to put their names on the list yet, or not quite? Or that's not a question you would have an answer for?
That did not come up last Wednesday, but I'm sure... it's one of the places I'm sure you could probably inquire about and see if they have any available beds, and because I'm sure they'll go fast if there's any beds at all.
For sure. Also on the front page this week is Town Council met on Monday night. It was a long one, ending at 9:59, just 1 minute before they would have had to pass a time extension motion. It was a rather heavy agenda, with several topics being brought forth and delegates sparking a heated debate. Around the table, one of the main topics was another subdivision home. I guess it wouldn't be a subdivision. It'd be more of a...
It's a new development, shall we say.
That's a better word, yes, coming to Fraserville.
Yeah, a lot of people did not like that. People living in the Fraserville area. It's the third phase of the River's Edge development. The Paroli Group is trying to put that in. They've been working on this for a while. They've developed the two apartment buildings up on Front Road North, kind of in the Bruner Avenue area. And they're trying to build some more homes in that area and trying to give people places to live, and it's 10 single detached and 38 semi-detached, if memory serves.
I think it was 48 total.
48 total, yeah, and they're working with the town to try to get those built. They've done a number of different studies, and but the neighbors are none too impressed, at least the ones that showed up to council the other night. They voiced several concerns in relation to traffic, with parking. There's people on Bruner Avenue are saying it's getting crazy that they're parked up and down the street, and some are saying they're parked on both sides of the street, essentially narrowing it to a one-lane highway, or one-lane street, I should say. And some cars aren't moving, and that they were told that's you can call the town, the property standards, or Windsor Police to deal with that, and it's just a lot of concerns. A lot of them want another entrance and exit point to the subdivision, and there's a laneway kind of crossed over the Diageo property. They're wondering if that can be reopened, and that basically would be an extension of Balaclava Street and to connect it with Gerrard Street, and to reopen that. And I guess that's been closed for several years, as when Diageo was still operating in town. So they inquired about that, maybe getting different...
Even a stoplight, they had said maybe?
Maybe a stoplight at Bruner and Sandwich Street North, and speeding on Sandwich Street North was an issue. People doing 50, not doing 50, and just a litany of concerns. And so that's all going to be compiled in a report. No decision was made on Monday night, and that's going to be brought back in a future report to council within a month or two, and we'll see where it goes.
And Mr. Proley was there, and he seemed very respectful that, I hear your comments, and he's willing to work with them too. So hopefully in the future we'll have more positive interaction.
Yeah, he made a suggestion of possibly the town implementing permit parking along Bruner just to kind of regulate some of the parking issues, and we'll see where it goes, and it's definitely a hot button issue, especially for those who live in the Fraserville area of town.
Another hot button issue at Monday night's meeting, it's on the front page of the RTT this week, is the issues of doctors and clinics here in town.
One delegation and one presentation. There's a difference between the two, and I don't have the actual bylaws and legislations to explain the difference between the two. But anyways,
we have time if you would.
I don't know if we have. I don't know if we got that much time. But anyways, but on a more serious note, people want more doctors in town, and I don't blame them. They want more walk-in clinics, and again, I don't blame them.
Aftercare.
After hours care and that sort of thing. And obviously if you get sick, you want to stay close to home and have a place to go if you need urgent care. So work continues. I know the representatives of the health unit, let's see, the Windsor Essex Ontario Health Team, if I got that correct, and the Amherstburg Family Health Team was there, and I'm just making sure I got all my acronyms correct. Basically, it's they're still working hard on it. They're listening, and I think the statistic was 7.9% of people in Amherstburg are not attached to a primary care physician, and that's actually better than some other areas in the riding, or in the Windsor-Essex area, I should say. Obviously, we want everyone to be attached, and that's their goal as well. The Ontario Health Team wants everyone attached to a physician by 2029, so work continues, and the meeting got a little spicy, shall we say. There were two other delegates hoping to speak, and because of the town's procedural bylaw, were unable to speak because you need unanimous consent. Two council members expressed concern. Like, it's not that they didn't want to hear them, it's just they didn't...
To follow the rules.
Yeah, to follow the rules of the town. And some argued that, the rules were being followed. This is what the bylaw was about. So that sparked some debate, and at least one of the potential delegates that didn't get a chance to speak, I got her speaking notes, and those are included as part of my story starting on page 1 of this week's RTT, and it's also, of course, featured on rivertowntimes.com. So it's a heavy-duty agenda, and there's even more coming out of the meeting that we're going to report on for next week, and so make sure you just keep in touch with the Rivertown Times and read us, the print edition, and read us online as well.
If you can't attend these meetings or watch them virtually like I do, I can't say enough about your reporting, Ron. You get a real feel for it. And I learned a lot during that part of the meeting about, the issues that our healthcare system is facing. It's one thing that we don't all have doctors, but there aren't a lot of doctors coming through. Yeah. So, and they had expressed too, like, we hear you, but it's not a quick fix. Unfortunately, it is going to be a 3 to 5 year kind of, hopefully we can get some headway going, but just to know that they're hearing about our concerns. And I think it's tough for me when you sit back and you look at LaSalle, how many after hours and walk-in clinics they have, and we don't really have any. So yeah. Why them and not us, kind of thing. But I learned a lot from that, and I know that your story covered a good piece of it too. So
Yeah, it's a wide-ranging issue, so I tried to hit what I could. And obviously, it's space in the paper is what it is. We can't. When the debates get really big, we gotta.
And there's a lot at that council meeting. It wasn't just one topic, right?
Exactly. We got to kind of hit the highlights and, so to speak, and be as thorough as we can. But if you didn't see the meeting live, you can watch it through the town's website. The video is posted. And again, as you say, it was a wide-ranging, thorough topic and very informative.
County Council met last Wednesday night, and our freelance reporter Fred Groves was in attendance. The meeting brought forth a policy on petitions, and a final decision was made regarding the funding of the green bin recycling program.
They are not going to dip in reserves for that. We got the full story on page 5 of this week's RTT. I know it's been a controversial issue at the county level about what this is going to cost ratepayers, and some people are wondering if they're even going to participate in it. And this is the Green Bin Organics program, and we got the full story on page 5 of this week's issue of the RTT. Also, again, at rivertowntimes.com. So make sure you follow that. I know a lot of people are concerned about that. Amherstburg right now does not have green bins. However, we're getting green bins later this year. We're in the second phase. We're one of the municipalities in the second phase of the program. Keep your eyes open for that, and more details on page 5 of the Rivertown Times and on the web.
Amherstburg Chamber of Commerce held their AGM at the Hub. Special tour was given to the House Youth Center, and happily 16 new businesses have joined the Chamber this year. Dates were given for the Business Excellence Awards. That's going to be on May 7th. And the All Candidates Night. It is an election year, so that will be October 7th and 8th. And both those events will be held at the Columbian Club, out in McGregor. It was a fun night. Good food, barburrito.
Absolutely, yeah. They were there, and it was a informative night, and just to
kick off 2026.
Yeah, the chamber went over some of the accomplishments of 2025 and a busy year. Number of different events happening, and more events to come here in 2026. So full story in this week's RTT and on the web.
Lots to look forward to. Turning our attention to sports. After suffering a very hard 8-0 loss last night, the Admirals are down 2-1 against the Essex 73s.
Yeah, we have a story on games 1 and 2 in this week's RTT. Fred was out at those games, and
he was there last night, but
yeah, exactly. Last night's game was after the RTT went to press. We did get the game result on our X site as well as our Blue Sky account and on Threads. So we post the game results there almost as soon as the clock hit 0. And again, last night was 8-0 in favor of the 73s. They outshot the Admirals 43-10 last night.
Ouch.
The Admirals did get a big win on Sunday at the Libro Center. They won 4-3. 42 saves for Bennett Horrocks and a goal for the Admirals. And so good work done by him in that game. Essex won the game 1 on last Friday night, 6-3. Counting last night's game, it's now Essex 2, Amherstburg 1 in terms of games 1 in this best-of-7 series. Game 4 of the PGHL Stobbs Division semifinal goes Thursday night at 7 o'clock here in Amherstburg at the Libro Center. Sure, tickets are still available, so make sure you cheer on the Admirals and see some good Junior C hockey. It's always a good rivalry game when the 73s come to town, and can the Admirals tie the series at 2 games apiece, or will Essex go up 3-1? We'll find out Thursday evening, and if you can't make it to the game, again, you can follow us on our social media accounts. That's X, Threads, and Blue Sky. And we also share the results on Instagram after the Admirals put the game score up. And we'll find out what happened after the game. And we'll be following the series in the paper as it progresses. So, again, make sure you keep following the series. Game 4 Thursday night here in Amherstburg at 7 o'clock. Game 5 in Essex Friday night at 7 o'clock. So we'll be there and we'll be following it.
Appears to be home ice advantage is kind of playing a part in this, yeah?
So far, yeah, it's the home team has won every game so far. And
let's go out and show them support tomorrow night.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow night, Thursday night, 7 o'clock at the Libro.
A local track and field athlete is returning home with a pair of personal bests and a silver medal from her meet in Toronto.
Yeah, she did very well in the pole vault. This is 13-year-old Aria Cementelli. 13? 13. And
wow.
She's jumping over a pole like 2.8 meters, I think was her personal best, and earned her a silver medal at the Nationals at the indoor meet in Toronto. And the last weekend of February, or first weekend in March. And some congratulations to her. She's working very hard at it. And she also ran the hurdles and set a personal best there. She trains 3 nights a week and doing a great job at it. And I think she goes to about 12 meets a year.
Good for her.
So she's quite busy, and she goes to the club in Windsor. She trains that just because they offer pole vault, and would imagine I get kind of a specialized craft. But she's doing very well at it. She's working hard, and hopefully we'll see big things. She wants to, when she gets into high school, she plans on going to Sandwich next year, and she wants to start breaking off the records, and eventual goal is to get to the Olympics. So
we'll keep an eye on her.
Keep an eye on Aria Cementilli, and she's doing a great job, and congrats to her. And her coach is Kevin DiNardo in pole vault, so great job for him. And obviously you can't do this without your family support, so kudos to everyone, and best of luck to Aria as she goes forward in her athletic career.
What do you think you could be more successful at? Pole vaulting or hurdles? You have to pick one.
I might be able to climb over one hurdle, so I'll say that. I probably have better luck. If they would allow me to go under the hurdle or under the pole vault, that would be better, but somehow I think that's against the rules. So
either one I'd pay to see.
Oh, I'm sure you would. You'd probably pay a lot of money, and
probably be the last thing you did.
Probably, yeah.
Following up on an event we talked about last week, Grayson's Pasta Dinner was held at the River Canard Columbian Club last Saturday, and it helped raise over $5,000 towards his fight with cancer.
Sadly, this young man's got a rare form of cancer. He's only 4 years old. I mean,
sweet little picture of him in the paper too.
Yeah, it's like a great little guy. But it's just you don't want anyone to get cancer, much less a 4-year-old. And so they're planning the money's going to help him and his family, and possibly support the family even afterward. Because I guess the prognosis for this cancer is like a year, and hopefully he's able to defy the odds. As again, I met him. He's just a fun-loving little kid. He was crying a bit in the photo, in case you're wondering what's happening there, because
most people cry when you come around.
That's no argument there. And he got scared a little bit. They tried to make it a little fun. They had some cartoon characters there, and I think he was a little bit overwhelmed.
It's a big day too, right? Yeah, a lot going on. And
so, but overall, he's just a fun-loving, happy kid, and just you could just tell the love was in the room for this little guy. And
is there a GoFundMe or anything set up?
I would have to check on that. And
maybe we could share it.
Yeah, and
ways to donate.
They put this fundraiser together rather quickly, the chicken and pasta fundraiser out at the Columbian Club in River Canard on Malden Road. Wonderful job with it. And again, I think it was over $5,100 raised. And in just a relatively short period of time, just wish the family all the best. And if we'll look for ways to see if there's any future ways to support these people. And again, a lot of support from the community. I pulled in, and lots of people, lots of cars, which is great to see. And just we wish all the best for young Grayson and his family, and it was fantastic to see the support he was getting from the community.
All right, turning our attention to the weekend, my friend Terrence, what are you doing on Friday the 13th?
Well, guess what? It's going to be another Friday Night Live. Yes. And, of course, it's, coming up to St. Paddy's Day, or is it St. Patty's Day? St. Patrick's Day in England. Anyway, it's generating a lot of excitement because the last one we had was really well attended and great energy, and we're expecting the same again. We've got Doc and the Rev, Johnny Mack, Dave Wilson, Trio 59 and Friends, the Bluegrass Bunch, Jackson, Crawley. And just to remind you, it's from 7 to 9 p.m. and it's at St Andrew's Church, 129 Simcoe Street. So hope to see you there.
And it is a free event, I should point out. I go to all of these events, or most of them. If I'm available, I definitely make it out. I find it a very enjoyable evening, and I'm looking forward to it on Friday night. So again, from 7 to 9 at St. Andrew's Church.
What else is on Friday, Ron?
Oh, got to work on that day.
It's your birthday.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
65 never looks so good.
I know.
Just kidding.
Especially when I'm only 53.
Yes, it's Ron's birthday, Friday the 13th. So
That seems appropriate.
it totally does. It totally does. I just want to take a minute, Ron, and of course wish you a happy birthday. Another year around the sun with you has been a delight, and I look forward to many, 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 many more years with you. So thank you for being a friend, and happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you for letting me be a part of your life, and I appreciate the birthday wishes. I did see the ad in the paper.
Oh, yes, yes.
So thank you for that. And
After we made that ad and it went to press, I was scrolling through my phone last night, and I had the best photo of you that I failed to use from Luca's birthday party with you wearing one of my daughter's sunglasses. So be tuned for next year, 54. That's going to be the picture I use.
okay, yeah. I do have other photos of you for your
I
birthday.
know,
So
and mine's first, so I probably should.
yeah. So just be forewarned.
Anything else going on this weekend, my friend?
I know there's a reception Sunday afternoon at the Gibson Gallery, a closing reception for their members exhibit.
Oh, right.
And that's, I believe, 2:30 to 4 at the gallery, 140 Richmond Street here in Amherstburg. And we'll be staying on top of that. And I know, I believe March breaks next week. So
Yes.
I'm
And
sure there'll be events I'll be covering for that.
St. Patrick's Day is Tuesday. The Legion has an ad in this week's paper regarding that. Looks like they got a lot of fun stuff, corned beef and Irish dancers. So be sure to check that out on Tuesday. And yeah, March break next week. So hopefully I don't think the weather's going to be great.
I think it's going to turn cold again from what I've
Yeah.
been reading. So
But if you see kids out and about, playing at the park or walking on the street, riding their bikes, just take an extra minute, be cautious because they won't be in school next week. So
exactly, yeah. So I think you should probably be getting your house clean next week because you have
Yeah.
4 kids with nothing to do.
oh, it'll just be a sight to behold.
So then they'll have plenty of time to clean their rooms, clean the house, and
Yeah,
clean up after the dog and do all that fun stuff. But
I highly doubt it. All right, Amherstburg, have a great day.
have a great day. Have a great week. Our driver Louise is out there stocking up stores and newspaper boxes around Amherstburg, Essex, LaSalle, and Harrow. And a quick shout out. I just want to point out that we've been running some tight papers over recent weeks. If I know there's folks who have submitted letters to the editor. If you're wondering where they are, they're still under consideration. I am still reviewing them. There's no, we haven't stopped, period, running letters to the editor. It's just,
It's a when a room permits kind of.
exactly. Yeah, we've added a line to our letters to the editor box this week saying they run as space permits, and with lots of stories happening, sometimes the letters get bumped. So if you have a letter, it's still on file, and we're still considering it. We're still looking them over. So we just wanted to give that update to the folks out there, and just again shout out to our driver Louise, and again back here on the airwaves of CKBG 107.9 The Berg next Wednesday at 12 noon, and the replay at 4:30 p.m. Brought to you by the Hearing and Dizziness Clinic, located at 285 Sandwich Street South in Amherstburg, or also find us in LaSalle, Essex, and Windsor. For more information or to book an appointment, visit us online at uhear.ca. The Hearing and Dizziness Clinic.